Hello folks, welcome back to another episode. This week we brought you down to Pevensey Bay and we're fishing the tide out for 2 hours, 3 hours maybe, 3 hours down I think we're fishing, and then 2 hours up. I've got a selection of baits. I'm just going to give it a go tonight. I bought my GTR rod, which I'm going to hopefully use on a big bait and throw it out at a distance, and then I've got the Airlyte, which I'm going to use as a close scratching rod with a pop-up rig, and I'll show you all those rigs a bit later on. So let's have a look at the bait and then we'll get on with the session. Right, and as for baits wise tonight, I've probably scraped the bottom of the barrel, at the bottom of the freezer should I say, and bought a random selection of baits. I've got some lug that was left over from the last session we did. I've got some squid, which is currently in ice block form, because this was a bit of a late minute session and didn't realise we were coming out tonight. Skanky bit of old mackerel, you never know, we'll cut some slivers off that and throw it on. And then I've got some fresher lug there. And we've got some razor fish there as well, which need defrosting. So I think we're going to grab a bucket full of seawater and start defrosting this bait, and then we'll throw out some of our first rigs and see what happens. Right, so like I said, if you're a bit of a space cadet like me, and defrosting bait is a last minute thing, in the salt water it goes. I'll break off a bit of our squid and throw that in there as well. Not for too long, a couple of seconds, it'll soften it up a little bit, the salt will get into it, and then we can start using it on our rigs. There we go. And then over the rest of the evening, the rest of the bait will hopefully defrost naturally, and we're all good. Right folks, like I said, here we are down in Pevensey Bay today. Fishing the tide out for a couple of hours, like I said, and then back up the tide. I brought with me today the Airpower GTR and the Airlyte as well. Plan is to go big baits on one rod, small baits on the other rod. On the Airlyte I'm using a pop-up rig, like I said I'll bring that in and show you that in a second. So the first baits are out now, I've got lugworm on both, let's hope we can catch a fish. Right folks, so like I said, the rig I'm using on the Airlyte is actually a really quite a long, it's like a long two-hook clapper essentially, where you've got a very tangled mess at the top. So the first snood is right at the top of the rig. It's about 2.5 foot, 3 foot long, with two Akios pop-ups there and a stop knot. And then there's a really small, I don't know what manufacturer or make it is, but it's a small circle like style hook there, really small. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some small little pieces of belly mackerel and just feed them on. So, and we use this rig as a scratching rig tonight. So that is going to be my little baits there. There's our scratching baits, and then going down the rig. The lead is at the bottom there. We're using a lollipop lead from Shorecast, and the bottom snood is about 3 foot long. And hopefully, this will keep the baits away from the crabs, because in the last couple of sessions I've had really bad problems with fish and crabs taking my bait, as you guys probably know. So we are going to, say, just feed small pieces of mackerel onto the hook. Probably not the best piece of mackerel I've ever used. Go for this piece here. Take all the fleshy bit off the back. There we go, the second bait's got a bit to mush, but hopefully it'll still work. Let's get it cast out and see. Alright, so the second rig I'm using tonight is a short pulley rig, or pennel rig, sorry, should I say. There's my bait there. It's got a squid mixed with a bit of black lug. Down to Trident roto flip, and then a yellow sinker. And that's on the second rod. Also, some of you may have noticed I've gone to mono tonight. I'm using the INOVA Silk, I believe it's called, which is there. I'm using the INOVA Taper Tech Leader. It's the first time I used this this mono. As you guys know, I've used braid for many years, straight through braid. But I thought, you know what, the guy's going on about it, let's give it a go. And man, is it some good stuff. It's so smooth on the reeling, it's unreal. And this Taper Tech Leader here, knotting it down onto from the shot lead to the main line, the knots go absolutely tiny and it's pretty unnoticeable. I'll do a whole video on them after I've given them a proper good test. But yeah, so good so far. It might even convert me from braid to mono now, I'm not sure, but there we go. Let us know what you think if you tried it. Right folks, so I pulled in a couple of baits and we've had nothing so far at the moment, which is as I expected. Got a nice light red tinge to the sky over there, it looks absolutely awesome. Fishing with Cliff tonight, he is over here somewhere, right back there, doing some bits and pieces with his rods. Yeah, we're kind of nearing about an hour before the low tide, and then we've got 2 hours of the flood tide. So not the best times to come fishing, but you know you got to try and get out when you can sometimes. It's all about being in the fresh air and that. Just need those fish to play ball, man. Come on the fish. Right, so I started getting little plucks on the Airlyte. I'm gonna see if we can snaffle our first fish. It is on a rolling lead, so just wait and see if I feel any kind of pull. Let's have a look, see if we got anything. Will this be our first fish of the evening? On the pop-up rig, maybe. Don't think it is. Nope, they're just messing with us. Right, let's rebait her up and give it another go. Right, it's just rebaiting up the pop-up rig. Small pieces of mackerel. Really small pieces of mackerel. Right, bottom snood. And again. Small pieces of mackerel on there as well. Let's get a cast out. Draw off the mittens. And away we go again. Yeah. Just where I wanted it, hopefully on that sandbar. Oh really? Right guys, we're into night vision mode now, as you can see. Keep getting these weird tappy bites on the Airpower, but nothing has committed. Literally nothing on the big baits rod as of yet. We are now at low tide, just literally before the turn of the tide. So I'm hoping the fishing picks up and we can grab a fish. Yeah, but nothing at all at the minute for myself or either Cliff. So we've got 4 rods out between us, 2 rods apiece, and nothing as of yet. Hopefully the turn of the tide and the flood will produce us some fish this evening. Right folks, been out for a couple of hours now and nothing at all, absolutely nothing. I've changed the pop-up rigs now. We've gone for just a standard 2-up flapper down on to fish right down on the seabed rather than trying to pop the baits up. See if that makes any difference, just with a J hook instead of the circled. Apart from that, literally nothing at all, which is pretty sad to be fair. Right, so we were just over my rods having a chat and Cliff's just had a tremendous bite. I mean, hopefully it's going to be a nice fish. Hopefully it'll be the first fish of the evening. Come on, Cliff. Just turn round and bang, reel went. There we go. It's a bass. So that gave a nice pull round on the rod, didn't it? And there we go, first fish of the evening, a bass for Cliff. Happy days, man, happy days. There we go then, nice bass for Cliff, first fish of the evening, happy days mate, happy days. Yeah. On a bit of razor fish, wasn't it? Well done mate, absolutely lovely. Coming in at just 42 centimetres. Right, I think let's bang into another fish here. Oh, I've got a nice run on my rod here. Wow, that is a nice run on the Airlyte. Just had to drop Cliff off his slack line me as well. Right, so we're on a slack line on the Airlyte. See if we can try and connect to something here. Oh yeah, this is something nice. Oh, I don't know, it's cross. Don't know how much footage you're going to get of this, guys. Oh yeah, this is a nice fish. This is a nice fish. Whoa. Oh, this is like nice. I think this is a bass. This is a nice bass. Whoa. Right, so leader in. We're leader in. It's taking me down the beach a bit. I can't see. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's a nice one. That's a lovely bass. Look at the size of that. Oh man, get in. Happy days. Look at that on the Airlyte. That is a lovely bass. I think that's a keeper, mate. You beat me. Oh, I beat Cliff. Look at Cliff's one. Look at that. That absolutely is awesome. Oh, what a fish, man. Let's get some pictures. Well, that was an absolutely awesome scrap on a light rod. What a fish. Right guys, well, I haven't seen a bass like this before, of this size, on the beach. Absolute corker of a fish. Let me get hold of him. Look at the size of that fish. Absolutely awesome. Oh man, what a fish. On that light Airlyte, that was absolutely incredible. The run I got for that and playing that in was absolutely awesome. Hopefully it came out on the camera for you guys. I am messing around at the moment with a new magnetic camera mount, so hopefully it came out pretty good. Look at the mouth on it. Absolutely awesome. I think it's going to be coming over the table. We're getting measured up. What a fish. Oh, it just goes to show you, if you're having a rubbish session, don't give it up. Try something different. We tried razor fish tonight and that's what caught this fish. Absolutely cracking. Lovely jubbly. Oh man. Right guys, there we go. Hard work and persistence pays off. 52, or just under 52. Coming home for my supper for tomorrow. Absolutely awesome. Right guys, so there we go. Oh man, bass is all filleted in the freezer bag, ready for me to take home to eat for my grub tomorrow. Absolutely awesome fish. And on that Airlyte, man, that was just insane, absolutely insane. Went over to Cliff because I thought he had a fish on. I was watching him play it in, and then all of a sudden run on the Airlyte, try to grab the camera and get as much footage as I could. Bam, what a fish. Oh, get in. Just gotta show you the session's going balls up, don't give up, keep plugging away because the fish are out there, man. Right, folks, so I packed down a big bait rod, nothing at all on the big bait rod tonight, which is a bit of a shame because I was hoping for a hound or something like that, but you know, there we go. Everything's happened on the small Airlyte rod tonight. A couple of missed bites to start off with, followed by that massive pull round with that bass, absolutely cracking. I'm on my last cast now. I've just got a 2-hook flapper on, small size 4 hooks is what we use to catch bass, and then I'm just going to tip little bits of razor fish on there. That's what I'm hoping for, and that's going to be my last ditch attempt to try and catch another one. So that's the end of the game there, hopefully. I'm just waffling now, I don't know what I'm saying, I'm really tired. Yeah, so last cast is going in now, or is in, and we'll see if this produces a fish. Right guys, that is it, so no more fish were caught this evening. Just the one fish for me, 52cm bass. Cliff had a couple of bass, nice one, and then a really small one as well, which was pretty cool to see. Hopefully in the video you saw it pictured next to the other one we had. Overview of the INOVA silk line I've been using tonight. Really like it, to be fair. It's so smooth, reeling it in, it's so smooth. And the taper tech leader, really enjoy using that as well. And the knot from the main line to the leader, like I said, when you pull it down and cinch it tight, it's really nice. Even knotting it to the link that we were using, the Trident link, pulls down really nice and it's really good. Yeah, so a bit impressed with that. Am I converted from the braid? I'm not too sure yet. I'll give it another couple of weeks and see how we get on with it. But yeah, so far so good. And price value is pretty good on it as well. So yeah, and compared to obviously the fire line I've been using, which is quite expensive. So yeah, there we go. That is the view from tonight. Other than that, the Airlyte was really nice and fun to use tonight. The bass we had on it was absolutely insane, and it's just the feel of the lightweight rod, and the pulling of the bass was immense. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.